What is going on, y'all? I guess we can get rid of that map, huh? Good to see a pineapple, Hubs, Danger Zone, the Master, Isaac Diamond, Captain Hook, Jigga. How's everyone doing today? A long, crazy day at work here. But it's over. It's finally over. As you can see, I've been very busy for the past hour or so. I don't even have farmers out. Hopefully Lambo got it. Yes, I got a very good night's sleep. Melatonin helped with that. I got probably a good 7 hours, 7.5 hours. What's up, Iceman? But yeah, thank you. It was a rough couple of days. Really have no plans today. Just gonna hang out and chat and chill, and if there's a KVK to watch, we can go watch a KVK. If I need to hit barbarians to keep y'all entertained, I can hit barbarians. Run barb forts, you know, whatever. Whatever. Got, what is it? No, that's not it. Click the right button, Lambo. 6 days, 3 hours, 18 minutes, and 41 seconds until our KVK is over. 3 days after that, migration opens. I feel like a porn star with this last name. Hey, 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 don't knock it till you try it, I guess, right? What's up, Yami? So as far as migration goes, we've got 17, 18, I don't know. Hubs probably has better counts than I do. People lined up to come here, a good mix of players. Still looking for players in that Asian, Australian time zone. Whales, Krakens, Crystal Tech players from any time zone will always be considered. If you're interested, log into my Discord and hit me up there, and we can start a conversation. What's up, Gumbo? But yeah, coming out of this KVK with a win, I feel pretty happy with that. Even though we're not getting the zig at the end, you know, it's still a win in my book. And for as many new players as we had in the Kingdom this KVK. And this being my first full KVK as R5, I'm very, very happy with the results. You know, could not have done anything without Hubs, without Captain, without the rest of the R4 team. Mad Mania watching Night Shift. Solaris constantly translating between us and the Russian kingdom that was in our camp. Gotta love it, gotta love it. 17 at the moment, yes. One, is that the only thing you love? Hopefully you love more than just the music, but hey, I'm happy you like the music. Some people hate the music, so yeah, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun when I stream. That's all there is to it. I need to get these guys gathering more, because this tax is not paying for the gems that I use to tax. I need to get those 10 farms out of retirement and start running those again. What's up, Only Farmer? I beat you, Gumbo. Neener, neener, neener. Captain, good to see ya. Thunder, you too. So yeah, let me run through my farms quick, my 2 farms on this account, and get some gatherers out here, because go chain barbs? No. No, hell, I got 100,000 honor points on my biggest farm as well. So that was kind of exciting. I think that's the most honor I've ever had on a farm before. And you can see I really don't care what I am gathering at the moment as long as they're running full steam. Yeah, I mean, my farm, right? I didn't do any of this crap on my farm, but, you know, as far as, well, I keep clicking the wrong damn button. As far as honor goes, we got full honor rewards, so hey, Can't complain about that. That's 3 gold universals there. Did you see 2605 Kingdom now dead? I saw an email floating around that there were a bunch of players leaving and a bunch of players getting kicked out. And I'm sorry, kicked out is the wrong word. Asked to leave. You know, that said, I don't know how they expected anyone to satisfy a kill and a death requirement this KvK when, you know, there was very limited fighting going on, and they told players not to fight. But it's not my concern. It's not my kingdom. You know, they can do as they see fit for the best interest of their kingdom. Popcorn and beer? Yeah, that's a good combination. We're already a kingdom to be reckoned with in the lower seeds, Yami. I mean, we're taking on those high C's, those low B's, and we're slapping some ass. So it only gets better from here, right? I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, you're you know, the door is always open, Aloys, if you know you want to hit me up. Although I think you have more kill points than I do, so I would yeah, we would have to talk about that. You know, you might need to take off next KVK so I can get more kill points than you. Of course I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding. Wait, 2605 leadership is leaving? I don't understand. I don't understand this. Let me open this in a browser and we can look at it together. Move to a new window. Good morning, good evening, fam. This KVK was a wild ride. Can't thank everyone enough for their participation and drive. We are stuck in a precarious situation. We have assessed responses. After 2 KVK losses, about 40% of the Alliance are migrating or planning to migrate, which is understandable. From there, we have about 30%, so 40 plus 30, that's 70, that didn't come close to contributions and would be asked to leave. In this situation, we want to adequately get everyone passports to migrate. That is simply impossible. If we want to stay in 2605 and queue up another KVK, oh, that's simply impossible if we want to stay in 2605 and queue up another KVK. Makes sense. So with respect to everyone, we will all be going our separate ways and the kingdom will go dormant. Oh wow, I missed that part. This allows us to get the passports to everyone and use all the credits on the alliances. Many will be going their separate ways, and there's a group that some of us in leadership are taking to merge with another kingdom. There are only a few spots left, so if you're interested, please fill out a form. If not, or there is no room, then you will need to make plans to migrate elsewhere. We will send a form for passports and your farms later. You can work with Chad and Peace on getting what you need. We will need proof that hospitals are full, siege is deleted. This will be in order for This will be the order for passport allocations. So, wow, thank you guys. I completely missed that. We will all be going our separate ways, and the kingdom will be dormant. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Where is, did I delete the... I think I deleted the, Osiris League. Does it give me information in here? No, not yet. It looks like it. It looks like it, Ivan. So yeah, if there's any quality 2605 players out there looking to chill in a lower seed kingdom, I mean, not chill, we go hard when it matters, right? Hit me up. Alloys, of course, that includes you. I know you've had your disagreements with some of the 1029 players in this chat, but we can let bygones be bygones, right? Alloys is a monster fighter. He's only 80, 90 million power, but he's probably got 15, 17 million kill points, something crazy like that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens down the road, right? You know, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. I didn't lose that, did I? Oh, I did. What the hell? So we're doing our Guan, we're doing our Alex. There we go. Just wanted to let you know that the Bears still suck. Amen to that, Ape. Amen to that. Hubs coming in with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Hubs. Appreciate you. Captain, Alloys, the Master, Ivan, Indiger. Be sure and thank Mr. Hubsy for those memberships. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Yes, sir. Yes, we can go and check out the KVKs we were watching yesterday, huh? If I still have them bookmarked. Or the KVK that we were watching yesterday. We were only watching one. Looks like it's still a stalemate at this pass. A little bit of pass humping going on. Let's check the other one. Oh, that's this one. Good morning. Oh, there's forts on fire over here now. I think those forts are new, though. Don't quote me on that. Isaac, just hit me up on Discord. There's a link to my Discord in the video description, in the live stream description. Send me a PM on Discord and we can talk. You know, we have no specific requirements. Honestly, though, I got enough people coming in that 40 to 90 million power range from Europe. So we're looking more so for people in that range that are free to play, low spenders, that are in the Asian time zone, in the Japanese time zone, in the Australian, New Zealand time zone. But you know, it never hurts to ask. You're you know, if our migration team looks at your account and likes it, great. If not, you know, no skin off of your nose. Nothing. No harm, no foul, right? You know, really, and let me... Oh, shit. I'm not switched back to Rise of Kingdoms. Sorry about that. You know, I mean, we're a D-Seed kingdom right now. We're looking to move up to a C-Seed kingdom. We do have a highly aggressive playstyle, fixed gold head events, fixed MGEs. We run ARC 14 UTC on Sundays. We run our events at 1730 UTC. You know, we do want players who understand the game, though. None of us want to be teaching players, no, we can't hit that flag because our territory doesn't border it. There are active conversations in Discord about commander pairings. You can always ask for advice in that respect. But tell people how to set up their presets and things like that. You know, we expect people to understand the basics. People have to be able to farm and support themselves with resources. You know, we want players that follow markers and that are aggressive with us, not players who chase kills on the backside of the fights. Mature individuals, we don't tolerate toxic behavior or drama, even in Lost Kingdom chat. You know, communication activity is very critical. You know, no specific kill requirements, no specific dead requirements. We just ask that you communicate with us in advance if you can't make a pass opening. You know, and generally in the lower seed kingdoms, you have anywhere from 24 to 72 hours of fighting when a pass opens. And then it's dead until the next pass opens. You know, so it's critical that you're online when the pass is open. If you can't be, we understand. Life comes first, family comes first. But in the past, it was like we'd ask somebody, where were you? Oh, well, you know, my niece had a birthday. Well, you know what? She has that same fucking birthday every single year on the same date. Is that not something you could have communicated to us in advance, so we didn't plan to have you on the flag building team or the random teleporting team, you know? So it's all about being proactive. You know, we do expect people to perform in KvK. It's not like we don't pull stats and hold people accountable, but in the same respect, you know, we don't have a specific kill number, a specific dead number. I have found in the past that if you set minimum expectations, kills and deads for players, sometimes you have players that only do those minimum expectations. And then it's like, oh, hey, you know, sorry I wasn't fighting in Kingsland. Sorry I only fought in the first zone. But yeah, I got my requirements in. I don't need to fight anymore. You know, so we really don't do that. We just expect everyone to show up when they can show up and fight as hard as they can when we're fighting. Exactly. Communication. It's a big word. It's a big word. But if you don't understand communication, then yeah, this might not be the kingdom for you. If you can't follow markers and are chasing easy kills, if you're doing city rallies with 5 marches while we're trying to push objectives, flags, forts, etc., this might not be the kingdom for you. Check out 3366 and their 1 versus 3. We can do that. I don't know if there's fog and if we can even see it, but we'll give it a shot. 3366 is in what? The upper right hand corner? Oh, that's a teeny tiny place to fight there. What the hell is that zone? This is not a KVK1 map I remember. Wow. They got both zones locked down. Is there fighting anywhere here? Freshly? Yeah, this was weird with these 2 little teeny zones here. I mean, what the hell's that all about? Is that just a safe place to farm at the end if your starting zone gets invaded? Yeah, looks interesting. Looks interesting. If you let me know when Kingsland opens, we can try and jump in there and cover that. Yeah, I don't migrate backwards. You know, I don't do jumper accounts, so my KVK1 is going to remain my KVK1, my KVK2 and 3, etc. Oh. So today in between meetings, we got these boots to level 4. So this is my garrison equipment. I know it's not infantry meta, but getting there. 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 1. Should probably stay focused on my archer stuff, but you know, when that blacksmith shop tells you can refine, you refine, right? Is Baba leaving 2489? I have not heard that one. Yeah, they're still fighting for these passes, Master. I mean, after every KVK, you hear, oh, Baba's migrating to such and such a kingdom. Baba's migrating to that kingdom, so. There is no migration Discord for 1029. Just hit me up directly on Discord and we can go from there. We're a teeny tiny kingdom. They don't need to set up no migration Discord. If I start to get too many messages, I'll just have Hubs interview you. And if we both start to get too many messages, well then Captain can interview you. Baba's moving back to KVK 3? I don't believe that. I do not believe that for 1 second. He would be giving... No way. Baba, Mimi, Lion, Fluffy Pony, Yoda. That kingdom's a solid DC kingdom as soon as those 4 or 5 people migrate there, right? Just based on 5 people. Hey, Sea Angel, good to see you. Look in my Discord in the RoK General. What the hell? God only knows if this is the real Baba or not, because there are lots of impersonations, but we'll slap this on the main screen and we'll read this together. Hello, my playmates. Hello to my playmates. I will migrate to another kingdom this Sunday to join Turkish friends and play KVK 3 with them, and then start my own kingdom consisting of my old Turkish friends. I would like to thank you for the wonderful time. In good times and in bad, we had a lot of fun here, and that remains a fond memory for me. I'm sure you'll win this KVK without me. Foe, my friend, I would like to say a special thank you to you. You are and will remain my friend. Arvix, I would also like to say thank you for including me in 2489. for your efforts to constructively resolve conflicts with me in the past. Thanks also to the other players here who have always respected me. I leave in friendship and peace with no grudges. I wish you all the best. If that's real, that's crazy. That's crazy. You wish him the best of luck if that's true, and hope he has fun. That's what it's all about, right? Kingdom 3281, huh? Well, maybe they have an Osiris team that does something. I mean, that's one thing Bob has never got, right? Is an Osiris League championship. I log in today and have 30 recruitment messages. RIP 2605. It is what it is, I guess, right? The experiment failed. I don't know. It will be interesting to see what happens to the players in that kingdom. Fluffy Pony, you're always welcome back in 1029. Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop as well, Jared. But hey, we'll see. Time will tell. Players come, players go, players migrate, players stay. Happens every KVK and nearly every kingdom. $26.05. Their issue was downtime. What if? I doubt they would do that. I seriously doubt it. No, Master. Somebody was just speculating, what if? You know, I mean, what's this? How's the saying go? The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Thunder's stirring up conspiracy theories here. Everyone put your tinfoil hats on. The reason I was looking for the Osiris League email earlier is I wanted to see, which realm 2605 is in. I blame Cortex. Well, I think Redline's interview with Bunny told me all I needed to know. I mean, I asked the question in that interview, how many of the players going to 2605 would have been asked to leave 1254 had they stayed? And his answer was 60%. So, to me, that just didn't get that kingdom started on the right foot. Now, they brought in some high-quality players, right? I mean, Yoda, you got Fluffy Pony. You got some good players there. But, I don't know. Yeah, the biggest issue I had with 2605 was when they bailed on that semifinals match in Osiris League. And I made no bones about it. I get it. They were in a KVK, but you're telling me you can't sacrifice 35, 40 players to play Osiris while everyone kind of holds down the hatches in a KVK where there was no fighting really even taking place at that time? I don't know. I get it. It's hard to plan KVK. It's hard to practice KVK, or excuse me, it's hard to plan an OL match. It's hard to play in an OL match. It's hard to practice for an OL match when you're in a hard KVK fight. But at that moment in time, I would not say the fight was incredibly hard where they couldn't have at least come up with a plan and tried to execute the plan rather than going in, getting an obelisk taken, and then saying, fuck it, we're out. But yeah, as I understand it, players in that KV or in that Osiris League match were told, if you don't leave, there will be repercussions. So, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, there are kill chasers in every kingdom, and you can do your best to try and not recruit them, but yeah, you ultimately at the end of the day, and all the folks in here from 1029 have heard me call people out on Discord, yelling at them, what the fuck are you doing? Get your ass over here, right? It's confirmed. 3281 for Baba. Hey, I wish him the best of luck then. Hope he has fun. Here's my thing, right? As king of the kingdom, hopefully it's a temporary position. I don't want to do this forever because it's a lot of fucking work. If I tell somebody or ask somebody to do something, I'm going to lead by example. And I'm not saying that's why any kingdom falls apart. I'm just saying a lot of times you see R4s that are dictating to people what to do and where to go and how to behave, and then they are not leading by example. Oh, I get it, Michael. I get it, but you're in the semifinals of Osiris League. You can't just bail on a match. It looks bad. It looks bad. It's not right. There's so many other kingdoms that would give their left nut to be in that position, and then they just bail. Yeah, no, I understand what Cortex said, and I understand that position, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look, and in my opinion, not a decision that should have been made. Not gonna lie, I always want to return, but my account is so shit. Go buy, save up some cash. Go buy an account. You can get really nice accounts out there now for $1,000 or less. I mean, for Christ's sake, I played in a regular Osiris match in a hospital bed the day after I had fucking heart surgery. Okay? I mean, if I commit to play a game, I'm going to be there. I would have to be dead to miss something that I say I'm going to do. Yeah, it really wasn't a good look. What's up, Pineapple? Welcome home. Now we're just watching KVK talking about 2605 all going their separate ways. And I mean, what do you think they could have done better? Hindsight is 2020, but was it recruiting? Was it, was it maybe not going into that KVK with 1960 and 1093? Finding a winnable KVK. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Chisgul shouldn't have to lead the kingdom. He's got a career as a YouTuber, right? So, you know, he's got to make sure the kingdom he goes to is surrounded with good leadership. And I wasn't there. I don't know the leadership in that kingdom for me to say one way or the other. If there was good leadership, bad leadership, or what. I know Cortex, I know Ruz. Both good guys. Both good guys. Yoda, been a fantastic supporter of many YouTube creators. Fluffy Pony, outstanding individual. High character person. I think that was 960's choice, though, right? I mean, there was a lot of drama surrounding the diplomacy in that KVK. Yeah, free-for-all KVK is not a good option. I mean, they could have skipped registration, but, you know, again, it is what it is at this point. Yeah, I've heard the same, but then, you know, War Daddy Chad was in somebody else's stream the other day when somebody said the same thing about Yoda, and he's like, no, Yoda's around, so. You know, it's hard for me to comment unless I know for sure. But I'm sure he's a busy man, you know. MF was a busy man when he was in our kingdom. I mean, you don't acquire that kind of wealth by sitting on your fucking ass. You don't maintain that kind of wealth, that kind of spending level by sitting on your ass, right? I would guesstimate that probably 90% of MF's account was MF himself. So it's not true of all Krakens. %30 is a lot for a competitive kingdom. That said, I think they didn't have much opportunity to fight in this last KVK, right? They were kind of bottled up. They didn't want to go one-on-one against 960. So people were kind of told to, okay, back off, just let them rally our shit. Discord chat is blowing up now as well. Speaking of MF, every time I mention MF, when BT Cyborg was in 1916 and never used pilot, yeah, I mean there's players who do, there's players that don't. Alloy says, I've never heard or seen Yoda on voice chat. It's always been Cortex on his account. That's a shame. But if he's busy, he's busy. And at least the account's getting used for the kingdom, right? Don't know, Ray. guess we'll find out over time. I should message Fluffy Pony, though, see if he wants to bring that account back to 1029. Then we wouldn't need to recruit anymore, would we, Hubs? What's up, Draco? No distraction here. You guys keep having your conversation and reuniting the old kingdom. Y'all were playing in the same kingdom years ago. Fluffy Pony is online right now. Yeah, I'm not going to reach out to him in the middle of the stream, though. Cortex was the one who took all those deads. I'd be mad if I was Yoda. Yeah, I don't think Yoda cares. Cool. If everyone on this... Oh, well, okay. I guess, well, who knows what white dots are what. But I think if everyone on this bottom side moved in, they could have some fun here. It's hard, Hubs. It really is. Telling somebody no is a hard thing. That's why I blame you every time I turn somebody down to come to the kingdom. Said, nope, sorry, can't come here. Hub said no. We're not getting the moon, though, Smoke. We're not getting the moon. We are occupying the Zig. We got First Chronicle rewards, and we're going to occupy it until it opens at the last minute. And then Water Camp is going to get the star of this KVK. Stitch. What's going on? So we got the win, but we got the secondary rewards, so to speak, for the win. So water, our allies, and fire, our camp. You know, they decided to do a friendly battle in Kingsland to see who got the star. Unfortunately, it was a very bad day for most of us in 1029. And, you know, it's not something we really... I joked about it on Discord after... or on YouTube after Earth Camp gave up and after 28 hours of fighting in the first zone. I joked about it, but I was never serious. So we went all out in Zone 6. I mean... You know, most of us could barely field 5 to 6 marches at 50%. So it's not something we planned for, and it happened on a day that, unfortunately, I had 6 hours of training. I had a training class that I had to present in and train people in, so it was not something I could participate in, but it is what it is. I like Tides of War. I think they could move some of the tides around, specifically the fighting tides around, so that they take place shortly after a pass opens rather than 2 or 3 days later after the fighting has subsided. I think they need to kind of look at those and rework those just a little bit, but it's a good map. I like it. I would do it again. What's up, Animal? Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the star is only cosmetic. You know, the thing that sucks is, you know, we definitely have more than 30 people in the fire camp that deserve the Autric reward at the end. 1029 is getting 8 of the 30 based on our participation, our kills, our deads, and you know, kind of having to rally everything and garrison a lot of things. So we're getting 8, so we've decided on our 8 players that we have 8 players that are in the top 15 for both kills and deads, so it's kind of an easy decision there. Stats for star always? I don't agree with that necessarily. I really don't. Stats can be manipulated. You know, you could, if we were and stats have to be all pulled at the exact same time by every single kingdom in the KvK. You cannot just expect people to all pull stats at the same time. So if you're going to use stats for the star, there has to be equal fighting on both sides, right? You have to know for sure that stats aren't being manipulated. And, you know, at the same time, if we were just in it for stats, we would not have swarmed everything in the first zone. You know, we would have rally after rally after rally. Let's pimp those stats. Let's get the kills. Let's get the deads in that first zone instead of just rallying everything and getting our opponent out of the first zone in 26, 27 hours. Right? So different kingdoms fight differently. You know, if you're a kingdom that is slow and methodical, you're potentially going to have better stats than a kingdom that is highly aggressive. So I'm not a fan of using raw stats to determine who gets the star at the end. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've known players that, and you see it all the time in KVKs, right? They'll random teleport and take 20 fucking city rallies just to get their stats. Well, do those then count in the stats that you're using to compare for those final KVK rewards? You know, I mean, I could very easily do that. You know, we have several players that have super solid garrisons that could very easily do that. You know, but is that really helping your kingdom win the KvK then? It's not. You know, so I mean, it's hard, and that's where diplomacy comes in, right? You know, the water camp felt like the fire camp had an easier fight against the earth camp than they had against the wind camp. And I get that, but in the same respect, you got to look at it from our perspective. And, you know, we're super fucking aggressive. I mean, we're swarming 3 million troop forts in that first zone when our rallies are only 2.4 million. You know, we're swarming flags in that first zone when one of the tides is to I forget what they're called. Have reserve troops on standby. You know, so we went absolutely ham in that first zone. You know, because we always do. The first zone sets the tone for the KvK. You know, so we made it look like Earth Camp was an easier fight than Water Camp had against Wind Camp. You know, again, I wasn't fighting against Wind Camp. I don't know. I wasn't watching Water fight against Wind Camp, but I just know what my camp did in that first zone. Yeah, I mean, we had not a desert KvK, a King of the Nile KvK, where our enemies did not even fight us at all. I mean, literally did not fight us at all. Every time a pass opened, they had no cities in the zone. They didn't even come and kill AFK troops at the holy sites. That's how much they didn't want to fight us. So, is that KvK then decided by stats? You know, I mean, it's a tough call. I mean, if you look at the enemy elimination in the top 100 for enemy elimination, there were more Earth Camp people in the enemy elimination than there were Wind Camp people. You know, does that mean Earth was a harder fight or Wind was a harder fight? Maybe Wind had more players on the field. They just didn't have the bigger players on the field to get in the top 100 for enemy elimination. I mean, I always have a problem just looking at raw numbers, right? There's a lot more that factors into it. And that goes with migration as well. You know, you can look at somebody's stats and, oh my God, this person has 10 billion kill points and 40 million deads, but you don't know if they just bought the account. You don't know what their game knowledge is unless you get on voice and you talk to them. You know, stats can be manipulated, but I will say this. I'm seeing more and more and hearing about more and more KVKs now where there is a friendly fight in the middle in Kingsland for the ziggurat and for those final rewards. So that's something we really have never prepared for. Moving forward, that will always be in the back of our mind moving into future KVKs, and we will prepare better for it. We'll plan our territory that's going to touch Kingsland for it, you know, because our territory, you know, the water camp, they had like 4 separate alliances coming into Kingsland. We had 2. You know, after we won Zone 6 and blocked Earth off from coming into Kingsland, we had like 2 alliances. 2 kingdoms that were coming into Kingsland. So, you know, like I said, it is what it is. I have no hard feelings against Water Camp. They're great fighters. You know, we had 0 problems with diplomacy with those guys. Great group of players. Great fighters. And they did a hell of a job against the Wind Camp. You know, it's just in the future. I guess, you know, half of it's my fault. I was joking on YouTube about 1v1ing in Kingsland for the final Zig rewards, and they prepared for that. We did not. You know, those were jokes I made shortly after Earth said they surrendered after 28 hours and told us they weren't even going to Kingsland. You know, if that really would have happened, hell, I would have been game for a fight in Kingsland, no problem. I would have still been at 130 million power and still needed a ton of kills and a ton of deads. We've done a coin toss in the past when we couldn't agree. You know? But, I mean, I understand. I understand all sides, and I was perfectly fine letting him have the Zig without a friendly fight myself. You know, just something I'll prepare for. This KVK, it looks very even. You know, based on the stats that we had seen yesterday, and I'll blow them up here so y'all can see them again. It looks like a very even KVK, so I think it's anyone's game here. I don't know many of the players in any of these kingdoms to say. It's just a KVK where there's fighting going on, and I'm sure you'd rather watch this than watch me farm. What's up, Mad? Water. Well, I suggested a coin toss. Water said no. No big deal. You know, each, and the sad part is Lilith forces you to make that decision, right? Each of those camps deserve the final Zig at the end. They deserve the final rewards. I'm sure Water Camp had way more than 30 players in their camp, just like we did, that deserve that Autric inscription at the end. You know, it's sad that Lilith puts you in a position where, you know, you might have to fight allies at the end of KVK now to decide who gets the Zig at the end. But it truly was a friendly fight. I mean, there were terms drawn up, and when the fire camp said, okay, you guys got this, you know, everybody stopped fighting and we're cooperating. They helped us capture the Zig. As soon as they want the Zig at the end, I told them, no problem, you just take it. I will delete all our territory that's touching the ziggurat, just to make sure that there's no funny business from anyone. I don't know if any of these kingdoms is really doing well. They've been fighting in a pass now for over a day and a half, right? Kind of been a stalemate here. I forget the name of the... Oh, I can look. I have a message from her. Alice. Alice was in chat yesterday in this camp on the bottom side. And she said these guys on the top side are some really, really good open field players. So that's why they were rallying, counter-rallying, defending. I mean, this fort at some point did get burned because it is repairing. It was not while we were watching yesterday. This one as well. I just send whatever the game chooses, Dracool. I really don't, pay any attention. That's too much effort. Yep, Daisy, that seems to be the case these days. But I mean, the one thing I will not do is I will never, ever betray campmates, betray our allies, right? And that's why I had such a problem myself with quote-unquote friendly fights in Kingsland. It just, it's not the image that I want this kingdom to have. Because no matter what I say, no matter what I tell people, somebody is going to spin that into, oh, look at this, Kingdom 1029 betrayed their allies. And that's just not the case. I would rather lose a KVK than be known as somebody who breaks my word. Yami says 2293. SIP and SK have some very top garrison and rally leads. They're very good in the open field. I was in 2293 before coming to 1029. Nice. Moonlight is saying, yep, we'll burn these again in the downtime. Which makes sense, because we didn't see these on fire yesterday, so they must have had downtime shortly after reset yesterday, and which is when those started burning. Yeah, and you hear more and more every day about betrayals, and I do not want to ever be in a situation where that happens. I mean, we've had KVKs where we were allied with one camp, and that camp would have a civil war, and 2 or 3 of the kingdoms in that camp then would work with our enemy camps to delete territory and shit like that, and that's just bullshit as well. Yeah, SIP is his restart project kingdom, right? I think we've lost 3 KVKs since I've been in 1029. That's 2 years, 3 out of 10. 2 of them were a direct result of the people we chose to ally with had a civil war in the middle of KvK. We had one KVK that we went into that the Kingdom 1460. I will forever remember 1460. All of our leaders got together as soon as the map opened. We started discussing diplomacy, who we wanted to ally with. Not a word, not a peep from 1460. 22 hours later, after every single other kingdom in the camp said, yeah, let's ally with Let's ally with water or whoever we allied with that KVK. 22 hours later, 1460 leader comes in and he says, well, you're not going to give us a chance? We want to ally with this other camp. We don't want to ally with them. And it's like, dude, we've been talking about this for 22 hours. Where the fuck have you been? Of course, you know, the words were a bit different. It's like, well, 4 out of the 5 kingdoms have already decided. We've been talking about this, yada, yada. You know, it was more diplomatic than where the fuck have you been? But he comes back and he's like, well, if you're not going to let us have a say and you're disrespecting us by not giving us a voice, then we're going to ally with this other camp and we're going to fight you as soon as the KVK map opens. And it's like, okay. And they went as far to call MF translation that translated into stoolhead. You know, you can imagine what stoolhead, probably shithead in their native language. But they're like, who the fuck is this stoolhead? You know, we don't know him. And it's like, okay, well, you know what? You guys want to fight as soon as the map opens, we'll fight you as soon as the map opens. So, you know, about 15 minutes later, somebody else from that kingdom logs on and says, oh, no, it's okay. Somebody took my phone. That wasn't my responding to you guys. You know what? We fucking called your bluff and now you're backpedaling. Game on. So, you know, they started to build territory as soon as the map opened, and several of us were just random teleporting and just fucking destroying them. MF was swarming city after city after city. So we had a civil war as soon as Kingsland opened. They did not get, or excuse me, as soon as the map opened in the starting zone, they did not get any territory built whatsoever. They tried to build territory again after we started fighting in Zone 5, and we just ported back and wiped them out again. That was an interesting KVK, which we won, even without their help. Drop the gloves on the puck drop, exactly. Bulgogi called their bluff, and it was a fun time. I think I had close to 700 million kill points even before we started fighting enemies. Hey, we do have a fort rally now. They claim it's a community game, but they make it... I don't know that Lilith makes it toxic. It's the players that make it toxic. But yeah, I mean, our KVK was... There was really no toxicity in Lost Kingdom chat. Everyone got along well, you know, and... You see Lost Kingdoms where, you know, people change their name, you know, Lambo sucks cock, or whatever the case may be, right? And that's not something that I would tolerate in 29, and these guys know it. You know, do not get toxic in Lost Kingdom chat. It's like the Patrick Swayze movie Roadhouse, right? Be nice. I will tell you when it's okay not to be nice. And plug your ears. Here comes the boom. Limbo didn't sleep much during that KvK. About 4 hours here, 2 hours there. I mean, there's always trolls in Lost Kingdom chat, but you don't have to respond to them. Half the time, if someone's being toxic towards you, you get under their skin more by just ignoring them than you do by giving them a response. Exactly. You know, especially in these low seed kingdoms, right? In these low seed KVKs. When you have 27 kingdoms in a KVK, there's a good chance that one of these kingdoms that's your enemy or even your ally will be in your camp in the future. You can only blacklist one kingdom from being in your camp. And, you know, when there's 20 to 27 to 29, we've had 32 kingdoms in a Strife of the Eight. Chances are you'll see them again. Why not make friends instead of enemies? No more pew pew. No more. Where was that field presence when the fort was burning? When the fort was getting attacked? But yeah, nice job by these guys on the south side. You like shot up like a rocket after the Kingsland opened. In honor points there, Captain. Animal's still maintaining his lead in first. Thunder's in ninth. Good lord. Captain's in 17th. Ooh, not far though. Not far though. Yeah, you gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep grinding. I'm in 81st. Woohoo! I wish I could turn off DMs in this game. It's nonstop. I imagine the vultures are out, right? They smell blood in the water. They smell recruits and the vultures are out. Don't worry, Alloys. I will not DM you. I'll just keep bugging you on here and telling you that if you want a kingdom to migrate to, you know how to find me. Bloody Madness, good to see ya. I mean, I just try and treat others the way I would want to be treated, right? I mean, if we look at our map, right? Let's look at our KvK map, right? After we blocked off Earth and after water blocked off wind from Kingsland, you know, Earth surrendered, right? And they still have land in Zone 6. You know, I told them they could keep as long as they agreed to stop fighting and let us build to where we needed to build to, which was, you know, we needed this circle up here. We needed this Hyron over here. We needed this sanctuary over here. As long as they stopped fighting and cooperated with us, let us build to where we needed to build to, I was fine if they kept 2 circles and even land in this zone. You know, farm. Kill barbs. Get yourself ready for your next KvK, because we might be in the same camp next KvK. I don't want to go into a KvK and have one of these alliances that fought their asses off, you know, completely depleted from resources and speed ups, and not be able to fight with us if we happen to be allies next KvK. And I've been in many KvKs where people have said, nope, you don't get shit. You lost KvK, you don't get shit. And fine, if that's the way you want to be, I'll remember that. You know, we make notes after every KvK. I have every KvK we've been in 1029. I have notes, the kingdoms, the alliances that we would ally with, that we wouldn't ally with, you know. So it is what it is. And we never ask for anything if we lose a KvK. If they come to us and they say, hey, do you want this or do you want that? Sure, if you're willing to give it to us, you know, but and then water camp also. Water camp, wind camp down here. You know, they've got territory here as well, and they came to me and they said, hey, we just want to farm. You know, we don't want to fight you guys. We don't want you to zero our cities. If we let you get where you need to go, is that okay? And I'm like, yeah, that's totally cool. You know? So, and lots of kingdoms don't do that. And I did get some grief from people for saying that was okay, but at the end of the day, you know, sure, there are enemies in this KvK, but next KvK they might not be. I'd rather build bridges and be nice to people than be a complete and total asshat. Oh, well, I don't know. By the sounds of it, we might face 2605 in the next KvK. Wanted the altar fight with wind, though. Water cut them off. Yep, exactly. You hit the nail on the head there, Master. We get the rewards easier. We can start recovering for our next KvK. They can farm. They can hit barbs. They can start recovering for their next KvK. You know, they understand. They lost, you know, and it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. You play this game long enough, you're going to lose a KvK. You can't win them all. Kenya 1960. Just joking, just joking. Sorry, I want to see this replay. You know what a lot of people are, oh, what do you mean you're giving them 2 circles? They're going to get honor from those circles. Yeah, but we've got everything else. So as long as we keep doing, you know, as long as we keep grinding, you know, we've got the altars that we're going to get honor from. They don't have an altar anymore, you know, so it is what it is. Smash the heal button for more likes. How many are we at? Did we hit our 96 yet? 81. We're real close. Y'all are doing awesome. I appreciate it. God, I love archers. I love ZL. In case you missed it, I'm pretty proud of this. 12.6% health. 8.7 defense, 8.7 attack. We've got 2 legendaries on him already. A little bit of march speed from this one. 10% chance to reduce damage. A little bit more health there. A little bit of defense there. So, yeah, I love my archers, man. Where are we at? Was it the unoccupied one? Are they fighting over on that side yet? Oh yeah, that's the side we were watching. I gotta go to... I think. Maybe not. Yeah, that's the side we were watching. Let's look at this other side here and see what's going on over here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, 5 years ago, archers were dog shit, right? I mean, you had YSG. And then El Cid. I remember running YSG and El Cid, and then it was Edward and YSG, and then it was Ramses and YSG. That archer, yeah. Here's proof of that. That one? Nope. Maybe this was last KvK. Yeah, that's last KvK. That's Henry. This is the crazy pass rally, hour-long pass rally in a DC kingdom. And I tried several combinations, right? ZL Ash seemed to work best for me. I mean, the rally didn't trade crazy positive, but it's all that fucking AoE from ZL. People coming in trying to swarm, or people getting caught by the pass. When I did the Ash ZL rallies, they weren't quite as good. Did Henry ZL, Henry Ash, Ash Henry. We rallied that pass for 5 hours straight. Like not one rally, but rally after rally after rally. Good time. Good time. In the off season, you want nothing. The only thing you want is to fight. You want to get in that KVK, but about 30 days into KVK, sometimes you're just ready for it to be over. I don't know that 50 days is. If they had 30-day KVKs, that would be perfect. I understand now, Kem. 96 likes. Do they have their backs turned on it? Yeah. Yep. Certainly do. Yeah, if you're kicking out the low marches from those passes, if you're able to rotate garrison captains, to take a pass is hard. Got to be double, triple rallies. It's got to be. Yeah, it's insane. Why do I have a red dot over here? What do you guys think? What do you guys think that the Zenith will end up at? It's not a skin everybody wants, right? 15% attack, but or 12% attack, but negative 10% archer defense. I mean, I guess it might be good for open fielders that just run cavalry and infantry, but I'm guessing in my continent that 10th place will probably be somewhere around 16 to 18 million. I would like it. I would like every Zenith skin, but you kind of gotta gauge. Okay, if I go all in on Zenith, am I gonna have enough resource or enough speed up resources? Not a problem. Am I gonna have enough speed ups then to fight like I want to fight in KvK? 18 million, you think, Hubs? 27 million for your continent, Chem? Gonna push 50 million power. Nice. Nice. Thank you for the subscription, Felipe. Appreciate you. That does remind me, if you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, press that like button. It doesn't cost you a dime. We're on our way to 3,000 subscribers. When we hit 3,000, we're going to give away a couple of t-shirts. Electro King's going to give away a free profile picture. Felipe, I have heard that Herman Tommy is fantastic. I have not used it myself, so I have no first-hand experience there, but people I trust have said that Herman Tommy is fantastic. Now, I used ZL Herman and Artie Tommy. I still like Artie with Tommy behind her for the silencing, because if you self-silence, then that poison stacks just a little bit longer. And I was destroying people with 6-7 marches, once I could surround them. Just absolutely annihilating, the Herman and the Tommy together on the same march with all the skill damage your other marches are dishing out. It's crazy. This is true. Zenith comes right before Osiris League. But I mean, those first group stages in Osiris League, they're a fucking joke. Yeah, well, let's be honest, right? Let's look at that Zenith skin. Where is it? I mean, that's friggin' ugly. If you ask me, that's friggin' ugly. So yeah, they need something that looks like a legendary skin, not that looks like exactly an epic skin, precisely. I have Boiling Blood on one of my marches, or two of my marches, I think, but, we're coming to an end in KVK, so I really haven't... All of those rare inscriptions, right, I haven't gotten a chance to actually fight with them. Yeah, I mean, if it's low enough, if it's around that 10 to 12 million range, the last 24 hours... I might think about it, but other than that, I run 3 archers on the field, so the negative 10% archer defense, that would just kill me. You think it's ugly, but your friends like it? Tell your friends to get an appointment set up with the eye doctor. Yeah, that's what Tyann said a few seconds ago. Epic-ish looking skin is how he phrased it. Yeah, where are we even at now? Let's look, right? Individual power. This account just came back from the clouds, so that's why that's high. Lancer, Keradim. This is not a 1029 player. Noobzilla, Chayote, Smart Alpha. I'm 14th. I'm 14th in power. But we'll get 20, 25, 27 million troops back. Negative 30% on the field is nothing. Yeah, I didn't transmutate one armament 18 fucking times to just get negative on the city skin. Let's look at our KVK rankings, right? If I can remember how to get there. So Alliance Power, we're down to 5th. We were as high as 3rd, but again, we've got a lot of people from other kingdoms in our alliance right now. I guess they like hanging out with us. I don't know. Individual kills, I was in 1st when it started. I'm in 2nd now. Alliance kills, we were in 1st. We're still in 1st. I think when KVK started, before people could join us from other kingdoms, we were... What were we? I was like 9th? We're a DC, George. We're a DC. So, I mean, you know, people say there's no fighting in a DC, but this tells you quite a different story right here. This was 2 KVKs ago. Last KVK I got 10 million deads. This KVK I got 5.7 million deads. This KVK just shy of 1 billion kill points. The last 2 KVKs I got 2 billion kill points in each. It's a different kind of fighting, right? And in the high A seeds and the Imperiums and even in many B seed kingdoms, their KVK there's fighting pretty much whenever you log on. So you can be a casual player and you know you can come home and eat your dinner and log on for 3 or 4 hours after work and there's fighting taking place. In a lower seed kingdom, the bulk of the fighting takes place in the first 24 to 72 hours after a pass opens. And if you're not there when a pass opens, you're probably not going to get your kill points. You're probably not going to get your deads. So there is fighting in a D seed, but it's different. You just got to go hard when those passes open if you want those stats. Yeah, I mean, I was in 1039 when Solomar, Chisgull, White Tigers, you know, I was in 1039 when it was the biggest kingdom in the game and had the biggest player in the game. I then migrated to 1052. I won Osiris League Season 3 with OV, so I've been in big Imperium kingdoms before, and I have much more fun playing with a small group of players that I know have my back, and they know I have their back, than I ever did being in a Discord with 300 people who I didn't know Tom from Dick from Harry. What's up, Car? You know, I'd rather play with a small group of players and have a blast playing with them than playing a really big freaking kingdom where nobody knows who the hell I am when I jump on Discord. Yeah, the Imperium threshold is decreasing. You know, a lot of players are moving out of those big kingdoms into lower seed kingdoms, and that will change the landscape of the battlefield and how long those fights last as well. Doing good. Just had talking for about 93 minutes now, so need to drink some more fluids. Yeah, that's a good Kim. You want them to scream Norm, like the old TV show Cheers. When Norm walked into the bar, everybody be, Norm. You know, and when I was in the Imperium Kingdoms, I wasn't a rally lead. I wasn't a garrison captain. I don't particularly like captaining garrisons, but you know, there were players with better shit than me. We have players with better shit than me in this kingdom as well, no doubt about it. You know, but at least I get a chance to rally. I get a chance to garrison, and I can do a little bit of everything. Well, I mean, you know, they gave it a shot, right? They took their shot. 2605, they took their shot. They tried. You know, it's yet to see what happens with the players from that kingdom, but you know, you got to kind of feel for players that migrated there with great expectations. It is what it is. Hey, Luda, did you get the toenails you bought? I'll run the tracking number if they haven't arrived at your house yet. Okay, I'm waiting patiently for Luda to say, fuck you, Lambo. But kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall. It happens every day. Yeah, they sent out a message earlier. I'm sure a video will follow in the near future. And within that email, what does it say? Blah, 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 blah. With respect to everyone, we will all be going our separate ways, and the kingdom will go dormant. So if you are in my Discord, somebody posted a screenshot of that in the Touchdown Club. You got to be a member, though, to get in the Touchdown Club, so... Oh, we're 5 away from 100, guys. We're almost at 96. That was our goal today, but we're 5 away from 100. If we can hit 100, Hub's already donated 5 gifted earlier in the stream, but if we can hit 100, I'll donate another 5. So if you want to see that screenshot in the Discord, got to be a member. Press that like button. So yeah, that will be the Facebook drama for the next day or so, which will kind of take over from the 960, 1093, all the drama that's been on Facebook. Touchdown Club is filled with unwanted gifts from Lambo toenails. Hey, you're the one that purchased them on the Only Feats page. I only had feet pictures up there for sale, but you messaged me special asking for toenail clippings, so you know, don't ever let it be said that I do not try and oblige and make my Only Feet members happy. Dormant seems like TV news choosing propaganda. Yeah, God only knows. What does dormant mean in the grand scheme of things? I'm just teasing, Luda. I can dish it out. I can take it as good as I can dish it out. We do. We do. And that math doesn't add up. We have 127 votes, and I'm seeing 95 likes here right now. That just, I'm not the smartest of men in the world, but yeah, the maths don't add up, right? Should we do a fun poll here? I'm kind of curious on this one. I can't do that. I can't do that. Math ain't mathin'. That's exactly correct there. Thank you, Green Ranger. Appreciate you. Three more for 5 gifted. Let's do it. Let's do it. Got to get them in before I got to go eat dinner in about 14 minutes here. I don't care what you call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. Call John Wick for the numbers. Justin. I'm sure he can make them work in some way, shape, or form, right? King rejected some 1960 players to your new kingdom? Wow. So there are 1960 players looking to leave too, or you mean 2605? This is a KVK with these kingdoms in it. It is top versus bottom. You got 1641, 2934 on top left, 1694 and 2293 at top right. Bottom right 1603, 3035. Bottom left 2133 and 1486. So it's just it's better than watching me farm gems, so. Don't want to say, but we're new in Hit Imperium. I mean, if I was ever to leave and want to go to a big kingdom, honestly, 24-29 in the last KVK they had, they impressed the hell out of me. For that group of players being so new together, they impressed the hell out of me. They sent march after march, murder ball after murder ball. It wasn't the standard hit, oh, my march is targeted, let me run away. It was, let's fucking plow into this murder ball, do a shit ton of damage, and then do it all over again. I don't think Baba's in that kingdom yet, right? But yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? If players buy accounts, you don't know what you're getting. I mean, right in our alliance description, do not buy an account here and expect to stay. All new players wishing to be in this kingdom must fill out an application to a voice interview. I don't want some guy who's brand new to the game buying an account in the kingdom or buying an account outside of the kingdom and trying to bring it here. Who has no experience and no common sense about how to play the game. So, maybe that's the case. I used to love getting drunk, but not so much anymore. Around 40 of your players, so I'm sure Apple will come out with a video soon about the migration they got in. There's 100 likes. Y'all rock. If you don't have gifting enabled, you should do it now. Really, you should, honestly. Who gets them? I gotta fix that notification. Cam, Luda, Justin, Diane, and Pocket. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Touchdown Club. What does that get you? That gets you access to all the cool emojis on YouTube. That gets you access to the Touchdown Club on my Discord, as long as you link your Discord and your YouTube accounts together. Why did I know you would find that emoji, Luda? Why? Of all the emojis in there, Luda finds the "you suck hard" emoji. Oh, good Lord. Good times, good times. That's why the emojis are there, though, to have fun. St. Jolene. Welcome, welcome. There's some in there I'll never get rid of, right? Like the infantry and the archer and the cavalry. Bears still suck. Go Pack Go. Some in there are going to be mainstays, but I do rotate them from time to time. So Justin says, I come here for common sense. A lot of people these days that lack common sense. I don't know if it's COVID. Isaac with a gifted membership, and Happy's grabbing that one. Thank you, Isaac. There's a lot of people these days that lack common sense. You want to have some fun? You want to have some real fun? Go through a McDonald's drive-thru, and if it's a younger kid at the cashier's station, or any drive-thru, right? If it's a younger kid at the cashier's station, and you're told to say it's like $8.62. Hand them a $20 bill. And then after they punch in the 20 and open the register, hand them 2 cents. See if they can actually make change or not. You know, if they have digital clocks in schools now because kids can't read the fucking clocks with the hands on them. I mean, seriously. I was in Kingdom 1039, went against 1016, which had Legend Roni and Dragothian in it, and KVK 2. We got absolutely the shit kicked out of us. I was still a teeny tiny player at that time. I think I just hit T5 coming into KVK 2. But yeah, thanks once again, Isaac, for the gifted membership. Hubs, thank you for the 5 earlier. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, back in the day, played against 1093 in an early KVK. They're still powerhouses now, right? Obviously. Played against Roni, played against Dragothian, played with Chisgul in a couple of KVKs in 1039. When I was in 1052 in OV, we got the absolute shit kicked out of us by 1254. So, been around. I've been around. Do we get a stinky emoji? That's a good one. That's a good one. We'll have to get a stinky emoji. Lambo getting plowed by Roni and Drago. Yeah, we did, absolutely, we did. Here's the thing with 1093, huge kingdom, right? Lots and lots of players there, lots and lots of accounts there. Do they continue to go down the same path they're going down and get no match found after no match found? Or do they look to get skinnier? Maybe a lot of the players that were in their second and third and fourth domains, maybe they look to go elsewhere. I don't know. I mean, you can't argue with success, but at the same time, they got, what, two no match founds until they finally met up with 1960. I mean, are we going to see 1093 versus 1960 time and time again now? Because those are the only two kingdoms that can match up against each other? I don't know. We'll see. Do I know what a bussy is? I do not. What is a bussy? I hate to ask, but bussy is a mashup of words between boy and pussy used to refer to a man's anus. I think we'll skip that one. I think we'll skip that one. Thanks for the suggestion, though. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue with the success that they have had, but the way the KVK system is set up now, I think if they don't change something, it will be no match found, no match found, no match found, and that will change the kingdom for them, because people aren't going to want that. I don't know that 960 is going to go anywhere after one KVK loss. If something does happen in 1960, Redline, you're always welcome here. I've told you this again and again. You got a beautiful young wife. You're still basically a newlywed. You've got a 3 or 4 month old baby. You want to come to a more relaxed kingdom where you don't feel the pressure to spend as much as you spend in a big Imperium kingdom where there's 24 to 72 hours of fights every pass opening. You just want to hang out and chill and show up for passes and fight alongside some good people. Redline alloys, come on down. Just what happened with 1254 against 1052, that was just a complete and utter mismatch. 1254 had probably 5 marches on the field to every 1 march we had on the field. At that point in time, I think the leadership in 1052 was more focused on Osiris League than they were on KVKs. There were a lot of players that were just kind of sitting on the sidelines in 1052. I'm glad I got to 1052 because I learned a lot there. I won an Osiris League with them, but at the same time, that KVK, I went there with an entire group from 1039, and I'll just be honest, that group that I went there with did not know what actual fighting was. I was fighting with that alliance that I migrated there with. I wasn't an OV yet in that 1254 KVK. And I remember the R5 of that alliance saying, get out of the flag, don't take deads. It was the old school mentality from the start of the game where power mattered more than anything else. So you did not want to take deads. And that alliance, they left shortly after that KVK, and I said, this is not how I want to play the game. I joined OV and got season 3 with them, and then after the first season of Conquest, met these great folks in 1029, and here I am. I have no idea what the fishing event is. I know there are videos out there about it. I just haven't had the time to watch. Yeah, I think, Luda, I think he joined 960 because he had unfinished business. And he never said what that unfinished business was, but I think deep down he really wanted to face 1365 again. I've determined that my least favorite players are the ones who leave nodes unfinished. That's a huge problem in Kingsland. I mean, I'll go to a resource node and there'll be, maybe 10 or 12,000 resources left in it. Because some jackass is leaving that to go to another node that just spawned. But not much I can control there. Yeah, I did drop a link to Lefty's YouTube channel in the chat here as well. We rated him last night. He's streaming almost every single night these days. Right around 23, 20, 23:30 UTC, give or take a little bit. So if you haven't checked Lefty out yet, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, head on over there and do that. There are new content creators all the time for Rise of Kingdoms, and the more we can support them, the longer they'll stay doing it, the longer they'll stay in the game. We can keep this community vibrant, and hopefully spend the next few years still playing the game that we all love. Yeah, we've been talking about the news about 2605, where they're going to give everybody passports and use up all the Alliance credits and kind of go dormant and go their separate ways. So we'll see what that means. We'll see where everyone goes and see what happens. I'm that jackass. I do it on purpose. I usually do it right in front of the King City. I mean, there are people that get super pissed off about those notes, and it's like, just send a fucking march and finish it. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did predict that, St. Jolene. You're absolutely right. Everyone's trying to figure out what kingdom Luda's in now. Ooh, okay. All right. It's time, guys. Apo's got a live stream up talking about his migration, so we're going to call it a day. We're going to get you over to Apo's live stream so you can hear about the migration that 2429 had. And so I can eat dinner. So thanks all for tuning in. I'm sorry to cut it short so quickly, but I want to go watch Apo. So hopefully y'all join me over there. We're going to redirect you there. Have a good night. Thanks to all the members. Thanks to Hubsy. And everyone else who donated. It's escaping me right now. I'm excited. I want to see Apo stream. We'll catch y'all in a little bit. Y'all have a good night.